Good evening. Welcome to Womiba Finance channel. And don't mind me, but you have to mind me sometime. I was trying to get better today because I wasn't there. So I was trying to get better mentally, physically. So my head was banging throughout today. So that's why everything is so slow, but I'm getting there. And today we have some good news, and you need to hear about it because this country, they will have in May of this year, they will have immigration reshuffle. You know, when there's immigration changes and all that, things might happen. They might block some certain things, they might not block, or they might do something that will affect you that still have the free visa to move to this country. So now, before we start, we have our initial tradition. Please subscribe and please, in the name of God, and give us a thumbs up and leave your notification button on. But let's continue. So the news broke out today that this country will have immigration reshuffle. So what do we mean by immigration reshuffle? Immigration reshuffle, just like UK, you know, when they had immigration reshuffle and changes and the rules and all that, it affected many things: dependent visa, post-study work, how many years you have to stay to get IR, that's indefinite leave to remain, then citizenship. So whenever a country says they will do immigration reshuffle, people like you and me, that's our Nigerian passport or Ghana passport, Kenya passport, is still on free visa, needs to like hold our hearts. Now, this country is a small country in population. They are not even, I don't think they're up to 500,000. I don't know. So I'm not sure. So don't take my word on their population because I'm not sure, but I think they are like 500,000 or getting to that. But in African, other people from other African countries are almost 200 and something. I think they are half the population of the people that owns the country because they are the one running it. So this immigration reshuffle, people are shaking. I have someone there that is a nurse, and the person has stayed 3 years there, so she just buying time to get citizenship. She is shaking. When we spoke today, she told me that she's confused. She doesn't know what to do. I told her to have her mind because it is not the far right or leftists that are changing it. What do I mean by that? When opposition, just like what is happening in US, Canada, UK, when opposition is saying close the border, close the border, close the border, then there will be a panic. But now it's not a panic because it is not from the opposition. The country just slept, woke up, and say they are trying to reshuffle and they have given out dates. So that date, everybody is shaking. Everybody that doesn't have citizenship might be affected. So that's where you come in. That's where you come in because this is the country that is in the passport ranking is, I think, 25 or 26 in the whole world, and you are free visa. Nigeria, that's the only better country, one of the 4 countries. Nigerians are free visa that have this country have affiliation to European Union, US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand. You know, when you get the citizenship of this country that is free visa, you can go anywhere in the world without visa. But now they are planning to do immigration reshuffle. That is why the panic. Because if they do immigration reshuffle, Barbados might wake up and do their own and block things because the population of the outsiders, you know, it is always risky to have people that are from outside to be more than the people that owns the land. What do I mean by that? Let me say, for instance, Nigeria is about 300 and something million people. Then one day we woke up and the statistics is showing that migrants, like other people from African countries and other people maybe from Europe, maybe from Asia, they are now like 400 million. So we that owns the land, we are a minority. So some countries don't want that to happen. So, and that is why, because Nigerians, our population is much there. Our nurses and our doctors, that is where they go before they start going to Europe. If you don't know, that's the country they start their movement from. Most of them, I know most of them, they started from this country because it is free visa. You don't have to pay anything, no POF, nothing. And your family can come as well. But now, it's like the population of outsiders is trying to be bigger than the population of the people that owns the land. So they have to do something. And I don't blame them. You shouldn't blame them. If you're in their shoes, you will do so. So now, what do you need? Because there's no visa. You don't need visa. This one is not like excuses. You don't this one, you don't need POF. You just to pack your bag and go. I will still tell you something. Why this country? Why is why is everybody from West Africa, East Africa, South Africa, North Africa rushing to this country? Why? Because their passport ranking is 26th. And you will have access to 150 something countries, including all the A-list countries after 5 years when you get your citizenship in this country. So that's the only secret that is cheap, viable, that people are rushing. If they wake up and say, no, Nigeria shouldn't, because if they want to stop Africa, let me just be honest, I'm a Nigerian. If they want to stop Africa, Nigeria will be the number one. Because population of Nigeria in this country is getting to like 50,000. And the country population is not even up to 500. So Nigeria will be number one. I'm telling you, I'm being honest. They will first of all block Nigeria because our population is much. And again, we are the one trying to run the system because our doctors are there, our nurses are there. They are the one running things. So if you give them access, they might wake up one day and say something. So sometimes country do this immigration rules and laws reshuffle to get things in order to protect themselves. So don't take it so harsh. But I'm telling you, before that day, you can start carry your bag. Stop waiting for any visa. Carry your bag and start moving there. So that you will be inside when the law will change. Because you don't need visa. What are the skills that you might need? Of course, tech skills. If you're already working online, they have good Wi-Fi system. There's infrastructure in this country because it is still being Britain or British government still have interest and still administer or whatever, still carry administration in this country. That is why the visa ranking is still so high. It's just like Barbados, anywhere, or Cayman's Land or Cook Island, that New Zealand, any country that you see or island, that all this A-list country is still have administrative roles in that country, the visa ranking will be so high because that country will have access to these A-list countries. Because when a country in A-list list is carrying out administration, it's like it's as much, it's like they are running the country by themselves. So that is why those countries are still good. Just like what happened to South Africa, but 1993, I think 1992, South Africa, or 1991, they got independence and all that. So when like white people are running a country, they are the one calling the shots. but the country will still have like a prime minister and all that. But you know what I mean by administration, when like islands like Foxland and all that is in close to Argentina that British people are still managing. So this is what normally happen. So I just don't want to give you false alarm, but I don't like rush in this immigration, because now May, you will be sleeping and waking up and saying May is here. We are in February, almost in the mid-February, March, April, May. You only have 2 months, my dear. You only have 2 months. So what can you do today? You can go online and search where is St. Kitts and Nevis, SKN. If you don't want to search, there's a link in this description. The video, I have made the video, even told you about schools, even give you some phone numbers, even give you some companies. I have done everything for you in that video. You can go to this country. After 5 years, you will get citizenship. This country, when you get the citizenship, you don't need a visa to enter US. You don't need a visa to UK. You don't need a visa to Canada, New Zealand, Australia, all the European countries. You don't need a visa. I mean, all the European countries, and including Schengen, you don't need a visa. So that's one of the best countries that you still don't need a visa to go to, that will give you a good return of investment. But we don't know what will happen in May. So if you leave it till May, you might have problem. Okay, now let's talk about the flights, because that's, I normally get this. There's a link in WTP that you use to get cheap flights. And when you are getting these flights, let me say something. Listen to me here. That's the most important thing that you need. Don't get a flight that will stop in US. What did I say? Don't get a flight that will stop in US, because you need a visa to transit from US to this country. Get a flight that will stop in Britain, in United Kingdom. Because in United Kingdom, if the waiting time to do changing is not more than 48 hours, you don't need a transit visa to go through there. So the best option, if you're coming from Nigeria, anywhere you are in Africa, the best option is to get a flight passing through United Kingdom. I know most of you will come and ask me again. I know, and I will ignore. When I say something here, and I will not repeat it. Don't get a flight ticket that is passing through United States of America. You will need a visa, and I don't want you to go into hurdle of getting a transit visa from United States of American Embassy. Don't deal with USA. There's a backlog. So go through United Kingdom. If you're going through United Kingdom and the waiting time is not more than 48 hours, which is 2 days, you don't need a visa. Listen to me here, okay? Because I know what I'm saying. I know how you people operate. You will come here and do 2 minutes, and you will come and want me to sit down and be answering questions. I will ignore. Yes, I have learned how to ignore you people. Don't get flight tickets that will go through US, like stopover. Hey, don't do that. You will need a visa to pass through United States of America when you're going to this country from Africa. Then go through United Kingdom. Get only flight tickets that pass United Kingdom. The 3 people that have gone there, like Njideka, and the other, I think Fumi, that went there in November, they passed through UK and they didn't get any transit visa to pass through UK. UK gave you 48 hours. You can read it on their website. Is there on their website? I know people don't like reading. You like people going to read, waste their time and read, and come here and tell you the secret. No, you have to pay consultation. If you can't read, you pay to get information. So go through United Kingdom and you will be safe. What else do you need? You need skills. For the men, go and learn barbing salon, how to barb hair. At least when you go there, because you have this free visa for 3 months. For that 3 months, if you don't have any skill, you can go through college. You know why? You know why I want you people to go through college or go and register a business, try to get a business permit and all that. You know why? Because since the country you don't need visa to this country. What you can do for yourself to stamp your name, like the dates you entered into this country, is not from your own ticket, because anybody can forge flight tickets. You have to go through the country system. How do you go through a country system? So that the country will know the year and the time you arrived in their country. Let it be in their system that you will use to push your citizenship after 5 years. Go through their education system or through their business system. Don't stay illegal. I know most of you will go there and balance. I know what I'm saying here. Because if you want further information, you come and pay $30 is now. I'm not charging 25 again. It's $30 per hour. So pass through UK, register a business, or register in a cheap college. Do some courses in college so that that college will have your data that you started that year to stay in that country. That's the way to maneuver this immigration. So the country, when you start doing your citizenship application, the country will not say. The country will not say they don't know when you came into their country. Because if you register in school, the school will have your record and you have certificate. If you register a business, they will give you a permit. So those time you do that thing is the time that you've gone through the country system and data. Your data is there. So don't go there and spend that 90 days you have for free visa without achieving something. That is where planning is required. You know, when I started this channel, I started telling you people to go and learn skill so that when opportunity comes, you will not be shaking. You will not be running up and down. We've started tech training. You people are still dragging yourselves. And when you get there, you will tell me that you've not seen a job. And I will tell you, do you have any skill to start working for yourself and making money? He said, no, I can't help you in that scenario. So now, as you're watching this video, you have to remember 5 key things. I will repeat it before I start reading your questions. Keep dropping your questions here, because after here, if you want to ask me a question about this video, you will pay $30 to ask me. So ask your question here. I will answer it here. Number 1, SKN will be reshuffling their immigration rules and laws. Nigeria is still free visa. Nigerians don't need free visa. Ghana, Morocco, Kenya, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Namibia, Uganda, Liberia, Sierra Leone, Senegal, Cote d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast, whatever you are. You don't need a visa to this country. But there's speculation that they will stop some certain things because the population of people that are running their country is trying to be more than people that owns the land. So they will block many things. If you come to the African migrants, the population of Nigeria in that country is more than any other nation. So first of all, Nigeria will be blocked. I'm telling you, if they want to block any country, Nigeria will be the first. It's not about we should pray. You can't pray it out. I know why I'm saying that they will block Nigeria. If they want to block any country, they will block Nigeria first. So you can enter now and start marking tickets and start marking record. So number 2 is this. Don't pass through United States of America when you're buying tickets. Buy tickets that pass through UK. That's number two. I know this one. When you people go and start buying tickets in that Kiwi, you start coming to ask me, oh, they said I need visa. I will ignore you. I've said it here more than 5 times or 6 times. So number three is this: you must have a skill. The jobs might not be available for you to hang on to start earning money to sustain yourself. Get a skill so that if you're barbing, you go to a barbing salon and tell them you have skill. Can you start barbing? You start barbing, then start making applications and all that to settle down. Number four. Number four. Booking.com. Travel log. Which another this thing? Experience or Expedia or something. .com. Go and book 2 days hotel. Don't go to somebody's country and hang around in the airports. People are so airports is a sensitive area. All the international airports in the whole world, they are sensitive at the moment because there's red alerts because of what is going on. People are threatening everybody. Everybody is trying to say they will burn this, they will burn this. You can't go to people's country and start moving up and down, making call. Hey, my guy. I don't want to say too much about that because most of you don't really listen. But book 2 days hotel so that from the airport you enter a cab to your hotel room, stay there and be organizing and arranging yourself and be calling the people you might know in that country. Number five. If you're going with your family, my dear, prepare for 1 month what we are calling living expenses, just like your food, your shelter, your children's school, and all that. If you want to go with your family, but if you want me to advise you, I will say one person, either wife or husband, to go. If you are a nurse, best you will get a job. If you're a medical doctor, best you will get a job. If you are a caregiver, best there are jobs. But other things, I don't know. So I've told you people now. Uh, um, I don't know how to say this one. If you're going to somebody's country, and this is a country that you don't have your father, mother, sister, brother, anybody, relatives, that's what the word they call preparedness. You have to prepare for any rainy season, winter season, hunger season. There's a way you equip yourself. And we're coming back to number two, like skills. Learn something that you can walk into people's, be open to anything. This country now is good in tourism. You understand? It's just like when we talk of Dubai, we talk of Zanzibar. That's the way this country is, all these Caribbean islands. You'll be seeing like Europeans there and all that. That's the kind of places they go to. So be open. Can you do domestic work? Do you have a business that you want to do? Get it ready in your brain, in your mind, in your pockets. What do I mean by get it ready in your brain? Have a plan here to execute it immediately you land so that you don't waste time. Then be fit to do it, like to start it off, to do anything. Be open-minded. Pockets have money to sustain you. So whenever you start settling down, that is the way. Be prepared for anything. Yes, be prepared. So will it be sweet and honey? It's a lie. You don't know anybody. Will it be a chocolate? Will it taste like chocolate? It will be hard. I'm telling you, you'll suffer. If you don't want to suffer, stay in Nigeria, stay in Africa, and be eating food. At least you will eat food. You will have roof over your head. Don't come and say that place you will suffer. Everybody's suffering. People, somebody that is in Germany was calling me today that he went to go and do load container. And after loading container, he can't move his body. People are suffering in Germany. You have to suffer in the beginning. And if anybody, the only people that don't suffer are people, marriage. If they marry rich man that is there, the rich man has already settled down. So when they come, they just fit in. There's warm house, there's food in the fridge, there's everything. People like us that don't have husband that came before we even clocked 25. That's when we came here. We suffered. Yeah, so when 30 something or 40 years, people are asking me questions. That's why I'm mad. Because I came when I'm not even up to 25 without having a mother or father. And I survived. So I'm telling you, it will be very hard. When I mean hard, it will be hard. You will cry. It will be hard. I will not give you false hope. I don't do it in this channel. I don't tell you that you will settle down and start driving car, Mercedes. No, it will be hard. You will face rejections, and it's left for you to build a strong mental wellness to survive. We survived, and you will survive. We survived, yes, and you will survive. So I'll be reading to answer your questions. After answering this question, if you come to this video and start asking me anything again, it's $30 now per 1 hour. So I will tell you what I have said here. So I'm talking about which question is it? Thank you. Thank you so much. Ali Javid, hello. Franco Francis, what is the country doesn't? I've said it here, St. Kitts and Nevis. How many times will I repeat it? I was saying it here. Said it more than 5 times. Yes, it's St. Kitts and Nevis, Michael. You can see Michael understand what I'm saying, but the one said, yeah, you can get a job. Okay. Almost 70% of doctors and nurses you see in Europe, they pass through those countries. They normally go to St. Kitts and Nevis or St. Lucia to work, or even Puerto Rico. They go there to work to have like a foreign land experience, like medical doctors. Dr. Kechi, people know in Facebook, he passed through St. Kitts and Nevis. So that's where you people, because there's no visa. You don't need a visa. So it's normally easy. So to go to and spend that 90 days to fix yourself on something. That is why I'm saying here, when you go there, use that 90 days you have free visa to get admission in their college or get a job in barbing salon. That's why I mentioned barbing, because it's easy. It's something that you don't need to write CV. You can walk into somewhere, a barbing salon, and start barbing hair. So it's a skill that you get a job without CV. It's practical, or plumbing job and all that, or cleaning job. These jobs are jobs that you can start doing the next day. You don't really require like housekeeping. You don't need sophisticated training. But I will suggest tech training, because with tech training, you will stand out in anything you do. Our tech training is 80,000 naira for people in Nigeria and $100 for people outside Nigeria. We have a class starting 7th, and we will fix everything before that 7th. So come and pay your money and get a spot. So yeah, nurse, yeah, a nurse can get a job. I just said it here. Yeah, you can get a caregiver's job and all that. Yeah, this Mwebu Urofine, and somebody like you is highly qualified. You don't need a visa as well. You don't need a visa. So, is there any other questions that I'm missing? Let's go to number 2. We have some things to say. Let's go to number 2. Number 2 is that's information that just came. You people know that Barbados, Chinasa is in Barbados, I think. Oba is in Barbados. So there are people from WTP that went. So Barbados is free visa, just like SKN. Barbados is free visa. But one thing they say that those people, they are wary of Nigeria, like that's a racial something. So you have to bear this in mind. It's everywhere, my dear. It's everywhere. In UK, we feel it. You might even go into the shop, they will come and be following you at the back and think that you are stealing something. You know, when I come here, I will tell you people to behave. You know, people have made our name to be somehow bad. That's why when we come here, we shout, be of a good behavior. So everybody that is carrying that green paper or passports is a suspect. So we can't help it, but we can build it back. How do we do that? Is to become a good citizen, is to do things the way we should do things. Like people that are sane, we should do things the way people that are sane do things. Shouldn't be do, you people know as it be. There are things I don't want to say here. You people know we, and we know ourselves, and ourselves knows us. So be of a good behavior. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. I'm not the one that will change anything. I'm not the one. But it's if you change, the next person change, the next person change, the next person change, then our name will start having value. You understand? So wherever you go, there's this kind, everybody, even let me even shock you. Some African countries are envious as well. So you'll be struggling with the enviousness of the Oyibo people, and you'll be only from your sisters and brothers. So you don't even know where you are standing as in Nigeria. You don't know whether you're standing with your sisters from your fellow African men and women, or you should stand in the middle between the Oyibo and your sisters and brothers. So sometimes it's confusing as a Nigerian. But all I normally tell people, even my friends, when we just sit down and be complaining about these things, about this bad name and the tax and all that, I will tell them, let it start with us. Let us be the shining lights that do things properly. Even me, I'm tired of dealing with Nigerians. I'm being honest. I gave a Nigerian money. I gave a Nigerian some money to do to help me when I'm in this my recovery, because I can't have a longer screen time. The guy abused hell out of me. And when I was complaining to my Ghana friend that we are trying to get his friend that is an Indian to do the work, the guy was telling me that this is what he encounters, from my own brothers, because he works in a tech company here, but it's a software engineering. He said this is what he encountered. That guy, he doesn't know where it's coming from. I just kept quiet because I don't know what to say. I don't know where to start. So please, if you're going to these countries that are still giving us free visa, please, don't block ways for others. What do I mean by this? Don't start doing things that will block ways for the people at your back. Like, do something. Me, I go overboard in this Cambridgeshire. I go overboard. That people normally argue whether I'm Zimbabwe or I'm Nigerian, maybe because of my shape. I go overboard so that I'm trying to build that reputation. I go overboard to do things right because I'm doing it for my children, because they will inherit this tag. If they say, oh, I have Nigerian parents, I don't want them. I want when it gets to their stage, we have done something collectively, to erase all these bad reputations and all that. So that's why I work so hard to make sure I left people at peace and I deal with people fairly and squarely so that the past and the present and the future will be at my advantage. So please, these countries are still visa free. Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it when you go to this country. Do things right. Don't be a thug. Don't be a thief. Don't be a hooligan. Do things right. And when we start doing things right, this tax will start dropping, and things will become normal. So I'm saying all this thing. I don't want to give you a false hope. But if this SKN, when the May comes and they do immigration reshuffle, the first country they normally block is us. They will not even touch Ghana. These countries, they will block us, and we are not. Do you know there was a time? Do you know, like 1995, 96? Go and check. Do you know there are some European Union 1995, 96? I know, I'm sure, I'm still sure. Thank God. Malta, 1995, Malta is visa free to many African countries. Go and check. What happened? Why are we struggling? So when these things come, we are normally hit first. We are we normally receive the hits. I don't know, maybe because of our population or crime rates and all that have to do with all this crime, illegal overstay, visa overstay, and all that. Because of our population. So when it comes to the number of people, Nigeria is normally big in the number because of our population. And when I explain this, people don't understand. I normally tell them, you can't judge over 300 million people with people that are 30 million. You can't just judge them the same. So, but people don't understand that. So you have to do the work to protect us and protect your children. You're not even protecting only you. You're protecting people at your back. And those people, your children is there. Your cousins, your relatives, they are there. So do things right. Let me answer some questions. Please, if you are joining us here, please, can you just subscribe? Can you give us a thumbs up? Please, and God bless you. Many people are watching me. Over 100 people, I have watched, but I think it's only 6 people that have given us thumbs up. Please, God will bless you. Can you give us a thumbs up? The YouTube algorithm, that's the way they know that we are online or we are live. So I will continue answering questions here. Then I'm coming to say number 3. The things we have to talk about this Chosen, yes, you have a good future in Europe. Okay, Olusai, you want to go to Australia, then your age, because of your age, you are more experienced. Do you have any skill so that you can tailor your migration, or let's say migration fact sheet? You can tailor it towards that skills and see what, if you are in, for instance, you are a nurse, then that's a skill. I think age is not affecting it at the moment, but even study visa age is affecting it in Australia. Work visa age is affecting it. So if you have skill, you need to know. But if you don't have skill, I can say you have to. I will say you have to do tech training and move independence with tech training, uh, um, uh, digital nomad visa, like the nomad visa. You know why? Because if you go with digital nomad visa to this country, what will happen is this: everything is in your hands. You don't have employer to deal with, and again, you are not going to provide POF. So you are more of the person that is employing yourself and speaking on your own behalf. That's the way it is. So the best way with this your age, if you have skill or you have the things you have done before, then you can say it so that we'll know what we are advising. Obi, you don't need a job offer. You see what I'm saying? You see, they have started asking me these questions I'm avoiding. Mhm. Obi, since you have asked it here, I will answer it here. You don't need a visa to this country, but you have 90 days free visa on entry. But what happens is this. That's why I said you have to have a skill that you can use to go through the system. Like, okay, let me say Mr. Femi is a man. He is 40 years old. He's a barber. So when he goes to this country with that 90 days free visa and all that, then he now organize himself and start working in a barbering shop and like do it a month to understand the rules and regulation. Then he can proceed to get a work permit, a business permit to open his own business and employ people. Every country wants businesses that will employ their locals because every country is suffering from unemployment. Onyechi Emencheta, hi, hello. Susan Tuopo, thank you so much. William Wuzo, please, I need you to help me to Japan. But my problem is POF. William, you see what I'm saying? I first of all told you people that this country don't need POF. Somebody is asking me now. You will say things here, they will still asking. Okay, William, if you are skilled in tech and are you earning salary? If you're earning salary, you're a content creator, you can even come to UK, you can even come to Germany, you can even come to Europe, anywhere in Europe here, you can come. If you have, yesterday I talked about how you have to go and get, I talked about YouTube, Facebook, Upwork, Fiverr, people per hour, TopTal, and freelancing platforms. Somebody like Williams, go there and start working. When you start making $2,000 a month, you can go to places like Spain. If you are under 45 years, then if you are above that, you can go to Portugal. Portugal don't have any age restrictions. No age restriction in Portugal. Even at 70 years, Portugal will admit you. So that's why many people are going to Portugal because there's no age restrictions on almost all their visa. I think it's only two. I think two. I've forgotten. My brain is weak now. Mbebu Ulofine. Yes, Mbebu. Yes, thank you so much, dear. Because you are a hairstylist, you have an upper hand with care and nursing professional certificates you have. So you will not lack anything when you go to this country because you don't need a visa. Okay, Williams was, or you can chat me up, but my 1 hour consultation is $30 now. At the moment, I will change all these ones I'm asking for 25. Yeah, it's $30. Um, okay, Jalili Olani, to convert, do you know why it's hard to convert post-study work to business? Because there's a threshold. Yes, in UK, there's a threshold, and I don't know how much you've got. but it's quite a lot of money. Yes, because in UK is a lot. I think there was a time it was £1 million. So do you have that kind of money? So if you have that kind of money, then answer me here. Williams was, but Jelly, you can go to Spain, you can go to Portugal. There are houses you can buy for $10,000. I said it yesterday, and I can screenshot and show you people is real. You know, what I'm saying. Yesterday I have somebody that came and dropped this thing in my TikTok and said, "There's no any place you can get a house. This thing in Portugal." Most people don't even know what is auction. And most people don't even know what is the difference between dilapidated houses scattered that are all over European in European Union countries, villages. They don't know that. So they want somebody, they want to throw a question so that you can come and give them answer. No, pay 30 pounds, then I will give you even some contacts that you need to contact real estate agents, and I will screenshot the house that is 10,000 euros and show you with the address. Then you can call them and start making inquiries on how to travel to secure it and start building your portfolio. When it gets to 100,000 euros portfolio, you can get citizenship. That's golden, free golden citizenship. Yes, you don't know? Chinese don't work. That's what they do. Yes, they Chinese get into citizenship with businesses. They don't go through and start doing care work and cleaning. All these things we do. They don't do it. Okay, Obi, if you can work from anywhere, how much do you earn a month? If you earn 2,000, there's no point going. If you earn above 2,000, there's no point going to SKN. But if you don't earn that $2,000, you can go. But if you earn above that, you can go to Portugal, you can go to Spain. Only when you are under 45 for Spain. You can go to Finland, you can go to Slovenia, you can go to Estonia, you can go to Slovakia, you can go to Romania, you can go to Bulgaria. These are the countries, even Greece, France, Germany. These countries, they have what they call digital nomad visa for people that are earning above that threshold I mentioned. So there's no point going to SK. You can go to Europe direct. That's the point. The golden visa to get citizenship in Spain via real estate has been cancelled too, but there are other ways to acquire this visa. No, it is not. It is not cancelled. I read it yesterday. You think I don't read before I come here? I read it yesterday. It's still there. It's still there. And there are many places you can go. Why people don't normally is only big people like all these Emirati that have a lot of money. That's what they, most of them are British by investment. That's what they do because they have that kind of cash. But UK to do a golden visa citizenship with business is so, hey God, so much money. Who has £1 million? You know how much it is? It's so much. So that's why people don't talk about it. Okay, Jelly, yes. When I say, these things you are saying now, Africans don't know that. Yes, my is I've already, because this Chinese, they will not tell you, they don't give information free. You might be in the same class with them, and they will be traveling to do auction, to buy auction houses while they are still studying with you. And when you people graduate, they will say after 2 years, they will call you and say that they just got citizenship. That's what my friend did to me, Jen Walk. That's what she did to me. After 2 years, she said she's a citizen. I said, where? From where? Who gave you? Because I'm coming from Nigeria. I have to do 5 years work. I have to make sure that the work I'm doing then, that all the salaries are more than £45,000 because I already have that. Then we are still doing point-based system. Like if you have masters, the money you'll be earning is different from somebody that has degree, only degree. So all these things were happening. This girl called me one day and said that he's inviting me. He's inviting me for naturalization party. The same person I did registration in university with. I was like, how did you get married? She said no, she's a citizen, that she got it with investment, and that one of our friends is getting her own next month. But me, I stayed 7 years. I stayed more than 7 years. I even went to immigration court. I even went to immigration court. Africans, we don't have those kind of information. So that's what I'm giving you free here. If you have 10,000 euros, don't pay school fees. Go through investment visa, because that one you will get it within 2 years. You will become a citizen. And let me even shock you if you like Southern America. Let me shock you, people that are watching me. Let me give you a secret. The way Argentina is now, Argentina, you know Argentina, because Argentina, their passport is high, but they have economic meltdown today. There are houses you can buy $5,000 in Argentina, and with $20,000 in so they know how to work with money. Yes, before 3 years, somebody I did registration with, stayed in the same class. She got citizenship, and I'm still roaming the street, going to 9 to 5 job. Yes. So this information I'm giving you, I want to save you years. It was in 8 years that I even got mine. Yeah, this is somebody I came and all these things we don't know. You can see everybody that is in Africa is coming to do work, COS. They are not even asking what else is there for them. The thing that are there for you in Spain, there are houses you can buy 9,000 euros. So why do you want to pay school fees? 25,000 pound school fees when you can get citizenship with that money. What Africans don't have is information. That's why I created this channel. You are getting it free now. And after this free one, you come again, you start paying to get it. So I can give you some houses that you can buy $5,000. If you know the country they call Uruguay, the first deposit you will make to the country's account is $1,000. The country that I call Uruguay. Then you will now do 5 years, $5,000 investment in a farm. They are keen about industrializing their farm. Then after 2 years, after 24 months, you will get citizenship. Uruguay. So there are many things that is happening. So, but for now, due to most of you don't even have $10,000, 10,000 euros, 10,000 pounds. Let's go to the country that are still free visa, that their passport ranking is number 25. So this country, when you get their citizenship, you don't need visa to everywhere in A-list country. Yes. So that is why everybody is rushing. Doctors and nurses are rushing there. So when they get this citizenship after 5 years, they go to US or UK and start working. So they will not be under immigration control of anybody. So that's why it's good. That's why this country is there. That's why there are many Nigerians there. Obviously, that's why. And it will affect us when they do this changing. So pack your bag, and if you don't have money, Jalil, no. Buying a real estate is what is not allowed is when you buy it, you leave the country. I explained it yesterday. You don't have to leave the country. Big men big men that have businesses in other countries, they come and they invest. They will not stay in the country. Portugal wants you to buy, stay there, do the business. They don't want you to buy and lock it up and leave and come back after 24 months to claim citizenship. That's the difference now. If you buy it, you have to stay there. Even UK said that you have to be coming and be spending. You spend like in a year, you spend like, I think it's 110 days or something. So that's why these rich people, when they come, they will spend like 2 months or 2 weeks. They go and do business. They go to they get the citizenship by even after even making the investment of £1 million. It's so much for UK. So that's why nobody is talking about it. Anybody that if you have £1 million, you can even buy a citizenship of even Canada, because Canada is 50,000 Canadian dollars, which is around 30 something thousand pounds. So you can see it. If instead of you to pay school fees of 25,000, go to Canada, make investment, and get your citizenship. You don't need to work for anybody. You don't need to be doing a seasonal job, agri job, and all that. So it's up to you guys. Please, can you just give us a thumbs up? It's only 8 people that just reacted. I'm begging you people. Can you subscribe? I'm begging. You know, these things me and Jelly Lolani is saying is is something that you have to pay consultation. Because me, I didn't even know. So my friends started getting citizenship after 2 years or 3 years. Then I started asking. That's when I knew that you can do it. But the people that normally do it is Chinese people and Russians. These people, they don't like to work. They don't like to work to get citizenship. They don't want. No, what do I mean? They work, but they don't want to. They don't want immigration system to dictate how they live their lives. So that's it. Okay, Jinlok Nurangira. Which country is this? Sorry to interrupt. Okay, Jean, we are talking of SKN, St. Kitts and Nevis. They are doing a shuffle in May. So Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, all these countries in Africa are still free visa to this country. And this country is ranked 25th in the World Passports ranking. It's still, if you get this citizenship after 5 years, you can go to any country in the European Union. You don't need a visa to live anywhere in the European Union because they are still under British administration. So, guys, can you just give us a thumbs up? Jean, Jerry Lolani, Jawu Arabia, can you give us a thumbs up, please? Can you subscribe? All these people that are asking me questions. Okay, Joe, please, which country are you talking about? Because okay, we are talking of SKN, St. Kitts and Nevis. Anybody here working as a remote worker, you don't, if you're already working in, okay, let me rephrase it here. If you're already a remote worker and you are earning more than $2,000, like if you earned it in November, December, January, you can come to UK. There are places like Slovenia, their own is cheap. Estonia, don't go through SKN. If you're already working a remote work like Obu Onyemechi that said. So if you're already working, if you're already doing a remote and you can prove it. That's why I prefer Upwork, Fiverr, because they can't argue. You must get it. They will not argue. If you're earning money from YouTube, Facebook, Upwork, Fiverr, because those are international recognized platforms for creators and for remote workers and stay-home jobs. So that's it. And that's if you don't have money, you don't know how to do POF like this guy that said Williams Wozo, then SKN, because you don't need visa to come to the SKN. You need to plan. I have said it in the beginning. You need planning. Planning is what you need. You don't need all these problems like visa interview, application, and all that. So this is the best country. Unfortunately, by May, we will know where Nigerian stands. Like I said before, I don't want to give you false hope. After May, they might lock up their country because everybody is locking their border. So, and if they lock it, Nigerians will be hit. We are normally the first people. When countries like Slovenia shut their doors for African countries, Nigeria was the first they declared that they don't want. So I don't know why, but we will keep doing good things so that we'll have some self-respect and all that. So guys, have you subscribed? And give us a thumbs up, please. And ask your questions here. Okay, Jalili said he's already a subscriber. Okay, thank you. Jean Locke, Murangira. I don't know whether I spell it okay. Jean Locke, or Jean Locke. Okay, Jean, we are talking of St. Kitts and Nevis. Use the link in the description box. Come to WTP because I'm going there now to share some informations and how you need to quicken your movement. If you're trying to book flights and you are seeing it expensive, because that's another question. You will see it like if you go to BA or you go to this online platform, you might even see $3,000 or $4,000 flight ticket. Please come to WTP. There's a link that will get you like 40%, save you 40% to 70% on your flight ticket. So come to WTP, use the link in the description box. Come to WTP, ask your colleagues or ask your fellow members. They will give you the link. You will use it to buy your ticket. It's the cheapest. That's what I'm using. So, and if you want to really get it cheap as in cheap, use VPN to buy it. It will still come down very much. So guys, let's call it a night. And tomorrow we'll be talking about the cheapest European Union visa that will start on 31st March. And this one, there are hotels that are $11 and there are hotels that are in this country, and the room in this country is like $200. So this is the cheapest you can get anywhere in the world. So tomorrow we'll come here and discuss it. So look out for tomorrow video. And it's in Europe. If you don't want to go to SKN and all that, you want to come here direct and stay in European Union country, member country system, then this is the country and school fees is cheap. There are some polytechnic in that country that their school fees is $1,500. Yes, I'm telling you. So we have some secrets in this group. So subscribe, keep your notification button on, and please, can you share in your social media platforms? It's only 7 people, since I started asking you to share, it's only 7 people that have tried. And I want to say, may God bless you guys. And I want more of you. Just tag me. My Facebook name is Onyechwoka Odiakemiru. So you can tag me there and all that. I'll still share my Facebook page in WTP when I finish so that you can tag me. Let's roll it out for people. the secrets of moving and settling down fast and having some mental health wellness supporters are to move in group. You know, like Chinasa that move with Femi, Ade, Fumi, and Obe. You can see they are in Barbados. 5 of them moved together from the group. So they are in Barbados, and it will be easy for them to, because they will be together, so they will not be lonely and they will not feel it. So you can come to WTP and ask who wants to go, so you people will form a team and move together and become friends and support each other. So because of your mental health, abroad is lonely. And again, if you don't manage your mental wellness, alagabag, you get mad. I'm being honest. I'm being honest. Some people will even drink poison, or some people will even die of exhaustion. So you need support base. I normally encourage people move in group. If for people that tomorrow and you want to go to this take this Schengen visa, because if you apply, they will give it to you. This country, they need money because it's one of the poorest country in Europe. They need money. So anyone that apply, they will give them. They want you to come and spend money in their country. And again, if tomorrow, we'll do tomorrow, try to look for other people that wants to go, so that you people will go together and bond together and maneuver things together, so to have like emotional support or support system among yourselves. It helps. So guys, tomorrow we'll come back here and finish it up. There are many things, good things coming. Whether you have POF or you don't have POF, you need to stay in this group. So I normally dive deep and get the cheapest or the best option for people struggling with budget, location budget, or finance. But I will still encourage you, come to WTP. Our training is 80,000 naira and $100 for people that are not from Nigeria. That will help you start working online. And when you start working online, you start making 2,000, you can apply for digital nomad visa to Australia, New Zealand, Canada, or to Spain or Portugal. But Spain has some age restrictions and all that. So be careful. If you're more than 45 years, don't look at Spain. They will not give it to you. They want young people. So, but Portugal, there's no age limit in Portugal. So, guys, let's call it a night. Subscribe, share your social media platform, please. Tag me. I will write your name down. I have a register. I'm writing your names down here. I'm writing it down here so that I know the supporters and pillars of this. So the people I'm writing their names down are the people that share in their social media platform. They wake up, they keep on sharing. Thank you so much, guys, and thank you for the support, and thank you for the care and attention. And we'll come back here tomorrow. Is there any question? I've answered all the questions, I think. Please, can you share the link for the WTP? I will share the link, Islam Graditis. Okay, Mbebu, come to the WTP and ask this question you're asking here. So you will see people to move in group. There are already people that have moved to Barbados when we did this video a long time ago. I think they moved before Christmas. They spent their Christmas, I think they moved on 10th or 11th. I've forgotten that date they moved. So they're already there and all of them are doing fine and just counting numbers. It's better to count numbers years in places like SKM. Before you know it, 5 years is gone. You get citizenship and move away to the better country, maybe US, maybe Canada, maybe United Kingdom, or maybe Germany, or maybe France. It's up to you. So it's better you move as quick as possible to start counting your days and years. So Ali, hello, hi. I think I've answered all the questions. I've answered all the questions. I've answered all the questions. Please subscribe, my dear guys. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. I've answered all the questions. You can see I'm trying. So let me go and answer the questions that I have questions to answer in this YouTube. There are many unanswered questions, more than 200. So I'm going to answer it there. So guys, let me just leave you guys. Subscribe. Share in your social media platforms, please. And come to WTP. Join WTP with the link under the description of this video. Then join our tech training. We have a lot. And the way I'm organizing it, trying to put a permanent structure in that tech training, you will regret of not joining us. So forget what is happening now, but join. It's 80,000 naira. All the things you will get, you will be marveled. So guys, see you guys. I will see you tomorrow. We'll talk about the cheapest Schengen visa that you 500,000 can do it with your flight. 500,000 apart from your flight ticket can do this one. So, and it's in Europe, and they are member of European Union countries, and they are now Schengen country. So don't miss it tomorrow. So guys, see you. Bye-bye.